Hey, you guys. Long time no see on YouTube, and we are on Facebook as well. I need to figure out, because I haven't done this in a really long time, how to see my comments. So give me a second here. You guys, StreamYard has like totally changed. I think I should be able to see them right here. When you jump on, okay, all destinations. Okay, I should be able to see them right there. So when you jump on, say hi, and we are going to get started here shortly. I am doing a keepsake project. I just want to make sure that I can see comments before I start because I'm using StreamYard and I haven't used it in a really long time. There they are. Hey, Levon. Okay, good. I have comments. Perfect. So I'm streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. I left my YouTube channel. Hey, Russ. Almost a year ago. And I am kickstarting off my YouTube again. So we will be live on both YouTube and Facebook. We'll be live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7:30 p.m. Central. And then Sundays on Facebook, I have my subscriber group, and we'll be live on at 7 p.m. in my subscriber group on Sundays. So we're gonna stick to a schedule a little bit. We're going for it this time, you guys. So I took a 3-month leave trying to sell my house and buy a house, and we ended up moving back into our house. So I'm still unpacking, but I'm trying to get everything together. So tonight we're gonna do a keepsake project, which I absolutely love. Now, the keepsake project, there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm going to teach you a way that anybody can do it. The best way to do it is to have a printer, a sublimation printer, I think it's what it's called, that you can iron on your transfer. We're not going to do that. We are going to do it the old school way. I'm going to show you how anybody can make this project, and it's super fun. So basically what I did was I printed old recipes, handwritten recipes on rice paper. We are going to make a recipe tea towel of old recipes in the family. Now, this is a keepsake, so this is something that you could hang in your kitchen, and then obviously and not use it, but you can get the recipes off of it, of course. So, so I have a couple recipes. I really like this one. This one's very old school. It's got actual photo on it. So we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to add some recipes on the other side, and we'll see where we're at. I have one more project that we might do if we have time. But if we don't, I will do it another time. I'm going to show you a couple little things that you can do. Hey, Shirley. Hey, Liz. So what I'm doing is I've got to make sure my camera's right now, you guys. This is all different. I'm just ripping the sides of my rice paper off to give it kind of that little vintagey look. And you want to kind of pick recipes. I like to pick recipes that have like the old school paper. Hey, Carmen, how are you? Old school paper, because they just give that extra awesome vintage look. So we're just ripping down our rice paper a little bit, give it that look. And you guys know me, I'm totally about keepsakes and family stuff. So this was the perfect project to come on and show you guys. You just want to make sure you don't actually rip your recipe off, because that would not be good. So we're just tearing the edges to make it look tattered. I'm going to actually tear this just a little bit more up so it's not all wonky. I've been good. It has been. It's been almost a year since I've been on YouTube, which is crazy. But we are back. I'm going to just stream to both. I tried to stick with one platform, which was Facebook, for a while, just because I'm monetized on Facebook. But it's time to venture everywhere again. And frankly, I'm not worried about, people being on one platform or the other. It doesn't matter. So we're just going to have fun. Now we get two groups now. Two groups. I just have to know if I can see my comments again. Hey Tony. Okay, so I have it all torn up on the edges so it looks really vintagey. And then you're just going to take a tea towel. And it doesn't matter. Tea towels are super cheap. You can get them on Amazon, you can get them anywhere. And I like to kind of find the middle because you fold your towels and then the front's showing. Got to find the middle. And I am using this little metal tray underneath here just so I can Mod Podge on the tray and not stick it to my new crafting table. That would not be good. You don't use water on the edges. Sometimes I do. A lot of times I don't. I usually just tear it. It gives me the same look if I tear it compared to the water. So, and I didn't get to spray my designs. I like to spray my designs so they don't like what do you call it? Bleed. But I didn't get to spray my designs because I don't know where my spray is. It's in a box somewhere. So I didn't get to spray it. So the less water around this, the better. Right now. So I'm going to pull this kind of tight. And I am going to just kind of tuck it under just a little bit. Just so we have a little pull. Pull out any thing that we can actually stick to. Hey, Liz. Let me just make sure. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, correct? Everybody that's in here? I'm on both. Just want to make sure. Since this is new again. Guys, I went into StreamYard and the whole thing was different. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how to use this anymore. So another thing is you want to use like a fabric Mod Podge, or you want to use you can use any kind of Mod Podge medium, but you want to use a sealer spray for fabric. So whatever you decide to do, you can also use dishwasher safe Mod Podge. It really kind of keeps it safe in the kitchen since there's a lot of water and stuff in there. Today I'm going to just use my DuraClear and I'll spray it with my fabric spray after. Yes, I'm on both. Perfect. Thanks, Liz. Okay, so we're going to just get some out. Put our lid on. And then we are going to put a layer down on our actual tea towel. And it will start sticking to this metal piece, which is perfect because it gives us kind of flatter area. You kind of have to move a little bit quick because you don't want it to dry on you. And we're doing kind of a big one first. And I'm praying this does not smear because I didn't actually get to spray it, but got good vibes going, I think. Good vibes. Good vibes. It's nice to have Carmen back. And Russ, how are you, Russ? What have you been up to? So I'm just kind of going around of where my design should be going. We're putting this down. Just all over where we're gonna put our design. Might need to pour some more. He's soaking it right up. need to come over just a little bit more on this. Just a little bit. All right. And then we're just going to take our design and we're going to put it right down where we laid our Mod Podge down. Just going to smooth it in there. And you can tell where I didn't get it, so we're going to go ahead and come in here and get it a little more down. Down to the bottom here. I guess I thought it was smaller than it was. A little smaller than it was. Okay. Get it down. Like so. We're going to give it a quick little dry, and then we're going to go over the top of it. Oh my gosh, you had graduation parties and birthday parties? Oh my goodness. That's a lot. That is a lot. Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Okay. Got a good dry on that. Now we're going to go ahead and just go right over the top. I'm going to pour some more here. And we're just going to go right on the top of this. This is really going to blend it into your tea towel, but give it that vintage look, which is fun. And we're not smearing, which is good since I didn't spray. Read comments in just a second. I want to get this on so we don't have any weird dry stuff going on. We need bubbles. You really want to make sure that the edges get down too. So we're going to double up on the edges a little bit just to make sure they're nice and down. Like so. And then we're going to give it a good dry. Good dry. And the cool thing with this, you guys, is it's not stiff. I mean, obviously it's thicker than the tea towel was, but it's not stiff. You can still bend this and everything just like you would a normal tea towel. It's a great way to save those family recipes. Scan them into your computer and then print them off. Hey, Karen. How are you? Okay. I think we're almost all the way dry. It is a good keepsake, Liz. I love these. They look so cute hanging in your kitchen too. Okay. Let's pull this off our tray. let's go ahead and move this out of the way for just a second. And we're going to give it a good dry on the back side. So we don't stick to anything. No sticking. Did you all have a good day? It was Monday. It was definitely Monday today. It was crazy busy today at work. Crazy busy. I'm having to speak at an event in Dallas. Guys, I am not a public speaker. Like, this is fine for me because you guys were behind there. But to put me like on a stage to speak, that's not my gig. And so I have been prepping to get ready for a big speech I have to do in Dallas. I'm not looking forward to it at all. I'm super nervous. But it's kind of like the next step that I have to take for my position. So I got to get over it. I got to get over it. All right, you guys. Fold this around. So I'm going to show you. See, it still bends just like your tea towel. It's soft. It still bends just like your tea towel, which is awesome. So let me just fold this. We're going to do a couple more little recipes on this other side. So we have obviously not wasting a tea towel for just one recipe. Because you can do, I'm going to show you on this other side kind of how you can do like a Mod Podge of recipes, especially if you have a bunch of them that you want to save. So I'm just going to fold this over like so. And then, oh, I guess I didn't fold very good, did I? Hold on. So then you just hang it in your kitchen and you have this super cute tea towel with your keepsake recipe on it. How stinking cute is that? So this one was a bigger one that we had kept for this towel, but see how it bends? It's just like a towel. So you would just spray like your fabric finishing on it, or if you used like a fabric Mod Podge, it's fine. But you can read the recipe, everything is perfect on it. So it's a little keepsake that you can do. So I'm going to show you another thing that I do with these as well. So this one was a bigger recipe, obviously, but you can do the same thing with a bunch of small recipes, you know, like the ones like on the cards. I'm going to show you how you can do it with those kind of in like a, what do you want to call it? A Mod Podge way. Now this is still wet. So once it dries, like right now it has kind of some spots in there. Those spots are going to go away because it will be fully dry. But I'm going to show you how I like to layer them too. So on the other side of this towel, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to tuck it in a little bit. Tuck her in. Pull it a little tight. I'm not doing a very good tuck job. Oh, thank you, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kyron. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take some littler ones, and I'm going to show you. I kind of started this one a little bit. I don't know if I'll just want this white line to be gone a little bit. This is like wanting to tear really low, and the print is right there. So I'm just going to take my fingernail and kind of not let it go too crazy. I'm going to just pick at it just a little bit. We don't lose our recipe. A little bit more. this one little piece here that's still squared. We're almost there. It's being a bug. There we go. Okay. So we got this one, and then there is this little one in here. I'm going to cut this one out. I'm going to cut this 100 Good Cookies out. Look a little crazy at the scissors right there. Cut this one. And this one I'm not going to do the edge on. Okay, so you can just layer these, you guys. They're super fun to just layer. So let me cut this one out too. So you could do like a towel for Grandma Lolita's recipes, or you could do a towel for your mother-in-law's recipes, Gigi, or whatever you want to do. You can do a towel for each one, and so you could have multiple recipes on them. So I kind of like that. That's kind of cute. Kind of just spaced out. If you tear from the opposite side, it won't show the white lines. Oh, good idea. Okay, so we're going to pour some more on here. We'll do this side really quick. Kind of where we're going to put them. Like I said earlier, if you have a sublimation printer and you can just iron your design right on and it just sticks on there, awesome. But I do like the vintage look of this, so gives it kind of a definite keepsake look for sure. I need like a big brush. I could just do a whole area at one time. All right. I think this went over just a little bit more. So like there. And then we're just going to lay it down. This one is actually really pretty color. I like this one. Make sure it's down. We'll go ahead and do these other two, and then we'll dry them all at once, and then do the tops at once. We'll do it all at once. Just a little bit more up here. We'll not cover up the other one where we need it. Now this is okay if it overlaps right there. I want that. But I just want to make sure I'm not overlapping any. Hey Jeannie, how are you? Happy Monday. Put this one in. I'm just gonna a little bigger, so make sure we go all the way out. And then we'll go ahead and just stick this guy like this. Pat him down really good. I'm going to go ahead and do a little there so we can get that down. Same with this. Okay, we're gonna give it a little dry and then we'll do the top of it. Recovering from esophageal hernia stomach surgery. You are the first live I've watched since July. Oh, Jeannie, I am so sorry. And I had no idea either because I haven't been live. Oh, you poor thing. How are you feeling? That's a lot. That is a lot. That is a lot. Okay. I'm going to pull this up just a little bit. Did you know about it? Was it planned or did you find out when you went to the doctor and then have to have emergency surgery? You poor thing. So now we're just going to go right over the top. Like I said, I hope these don't smear because I didn't spray them. So far, so good. And we're doing that extra on the edges again, because these all are going to be bendy. Move them all down. This guy isn't on the... Move him over just a little bit. We didn't get underneath him right here. Make sure we don't kind of flip-flopped him around a little bit. Okay, let's give this a dry before we rip him up. Awful lots of pain. No, the surgery was scheduled, but I had a lot of other procedures that led to knowing I had to get this done, which sucked. 5 days into my vacation visiting my daughter in Colorado. That's horrible. I am sorry. Well, I hope you're on the road to recovery now. It's no fun. You guys, I kind of lifted this a little early on the side. We're going to have some wrinkles in here, but that's okay. That's okay. Just gives it the more vintage look anyways. As long as you can read the recipe. That's the goal. That's the goal here. I see a couple little corners we need to put down again. but for the most part, we did pretty good. So I would recommend using like a Mod Podge of like fabric Mod Podge or dishwasher safe Mod Podge. Or you can use any medium, and I'm using Duraclear. And then you're just gonna spray it with a fabric sealer. Um, so that's the only thing. You're just Mod Podging on basically rice papers onto your tea towel. Let's get this little corner down. And I just stuck my thing right in the Mod Podge. You just want to make sure that no edges are up, because when you move the towel around, you're going to crinkle it and you don't want it to peel up. It shouldn't. It should really embed itself into the fabric, especially after you spray it. So, but I like to go around the edges and like really get them pounded into the actual fabric. So there's none of that. We don't want any of that. None of that good stuff. I'm just going around one more time on this big guy. I think he's down pretty good. It was these little guys that were struggling a little bit when I lifted the towel. I think we're good. One more little dry, and then I'll show you what we got. Show you. These are great Christmas presents too, you guys. Can you believe we have to start thinking about Christmas already? What the heck? Where did this year go? It just flew by. It flew by. I just want to make sure this is pretty good and dry on the top, so when we flip it over, it doesn't stick back onto the table. Welcome back, Levon. All right. I think we're pretty dry on the top. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off the tray. Now, tea cloths are very thin, so whatever you're Mod Podging with will go through. So you want to make sure you use something that you can actually stick to. Okay, so we're going to flip this over, and we're going to dry this other side a little bit. It's going to have to dry on its own a little bit too, because there's a lot of Mod Podge on there. Or Duraclear, I should say. And wherever you see like the spots, they're all going to go away as soon as it's fully dry. It will be all white again. It's decent. It's decent. Okay, so let's go ahead and fold this over. Show you where we're at. So we have our big one on this side for our recipe. And then on the other side, look how stinking cool that looks, you guys. Now, this is very like vintage paper, obviously, from the recipes, but look how cool that is on there. So this would be super cute to just hang in your kitchen. Do a tea towel for each grandma and their recipes or whatnot. But like I was saying earlier, these all bend just like your tea towel would normally bend. So it's not stiff. So they're going to bend and do whatever they need to do on your actual tea towel. So, but these are super fun keepsakes for recipes. So I would probably do one for each like grandma or aunt or whatever, whoever the cook was in the family. But they're super cute. Check it out like that too. Of keeping all your family recipes. So that is how you do a vintage looking tea towel. Now, if you want to do one that you can wash and use, you're going to want to get a sublimation printer and then basically iron it on so the ink is inside the tea towel. I prefer this. I think it looks way more vintage in the kitchen. And mine are for decor reasons, as well as obviously the recipes. But that's your tea towel. So I'm going to put this over here so it can finish drying. So fun. So fun. I love it. We are going to do really quick. Oops. One more way to keep one of your favorite recipes in your kitchen. We're going to paint this guy really quick. Possibly. I am going to do milk jug. I answered your question. Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay. So we're just going to paint this on milk jug. Now, my daughter brought this to me today, which was awesome. I was like, that's perfect for my crafts tonight. So we got the towel, and then we'll have this cutting board, and we'll do a little rag bow on it. We're going to kind of vintage this up a little bit, and we're going to put a recipe on it. Two super easy Christmas crafts for keepsakes. Don't take a lot of time or money. Tea towels are super cheap. The most expensive part is printing on the rice paper. Or if you get a sublimation printer, or you have one, that works perfect. Then you don't have to worry about them as much. But I do like the more vintage look, so you know me and my vintage stuff. Okay, so we're gonna give this a quick little dry on the front so I don't get paint everywhere. I'm trying to be a clean painter, but you know me, I am not. I am not. Hey, Julia. It was funny the other day. I moved my camera pole, and it got caught on the lamp, and the lamp fell over, and then the lamp cord actually drug all my. I had paint. I had paintbrushes in the water, and it dragged it and dumped it all over the floor in here. My husband's like, "You haven't even been in there a week." Yep. You're right. I have not. So, which is funny. Julia, we made a tea towel with recipes on it. I'll show it to you in just a second once we get this coated. And you have to watch the replay and see how we did it. Turned out really cute. Just gonna give this one good coat. I'm not really worried about getting the whole thing covered either because we're gonna distress it. Milk jug is probably one of my favorite colors. I paint everything in milk jug. Okay, let's give the edges a dry. You're a very messy painter. Oh man, it was so funny because I have a little tiny shampooer right here, so I can suck up anything that I spill. Because that's just what's gonna happen. We didn't put new carpet in here. That's why I moved into this room. My old craft room, we actually put new carpet in there, and there was no way I was going back into the room that I just put new carpet in because I would have it destroyed in like a day. So my husband was like, "You might as well just keep the shampooer right next to your desk." Valid, very valid. Because I'm airing my rice papers all over the floor. I'm gonna have to go pick up my recipe that I'm gonna use. Sometimes I just feel like ripping a rug apart. I found my rugs. I found the box of rugs. We got like 7 left to rip apart. I did. Okay. Now I have this really big brush and I need to get in that hole, but I'm gonna wait until I get this other side. I can get that. So I don't fray out my brush. Yeah, I'm like the messiest ever. And then like my my husband always says too, because my dad told him, Shaylee is not allowed to eat food in the living room because she spills all the time. So when we got married, he's like, I'd go to the living room or something, and he'd be like, you're not allowed to eat in there. And then after he like got to know me, I mean, obviously watched me do my Shay moments. He was like, now I see why your dad didn't let you eat in the living room. I'm like, I know. I'm fully aware. Fully aware. If it can spill or make a mess, I am on it. Just getting any like drippy guys. Okay. Give this a dry. Is the picture really small, Brenda? Well, I ended up coming live on StreamYard so I could go live in multiple places. But I haven't figured out all the settings yet. So I might need to now I'm down there. Now you can't see what I'm doing though. I'm gonna have to play with it, Brenda. I can figure out how to make it big. I'm assuming that's what it is because I'm on my cell phone. Did that make it bigger, you guys? Did it make it bigger? Okay, here, let me move you up so I can put you down. Give me 2 seconds. You're gonna go for a ride for a second. Okay. Hi. Okay. I might need to go up even more. I might need to go back a little bit. Can you guys see me better? Is that better? It helped a little. I'll have to play with it. This is my first live trying this out, so I will figure it all out to make myself big. We'll get big again. All right. Oh. I need to get in this little hole. So I'm going to use a smaller brush to get into this hole. Okay, I think we got it. Dry this little hole here. You can see me? Oh, good. And is it a little bigger now? Okay. So we got that dry. Look at that. Look at my table. I didn't do too bad. That's only a few spots. It's pretty good for me. So we made, before we started the cutting board, we made tea towels with old recipes on them. And so they crunch just like a tea towel would. They're still drying. But this is a really awesome way to preserve old recipes you have and makes great gifts. So we did that first. And the only thing is I can't see comments very well now. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm good. Okay, now I'm gonna take a little bit of Sandstorm. And I'm going to use, oh, this one's not open yet. You love the towels? They're so cute. They're such a great gift and a great way to preserve your recipes. I like having them in my kitchen. Obviously, you don't use them. If you want to use them, you'll need a actually a sublimation print on there, but for the most part. So I'm just going to do a little mix of the Sandstorm. Now this is a home decor chalk paint as well. We're just going to give it a little beat up look to it. Turn around the edges a little bit. Do a little there. Give this dry and I'll do the other side and then we'll put our I can see comments to the side. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make myself where you can see my face and me at the same time. I don't know if I should go higher, but then I'm like really like looking up at you guys trying to see comments. So I have recipes from my grandma from when they lived at Beckstone Ranch. Oh, that's so cool. Those would be perfect to use. I'm slightly blurred when I'm sideways. Okay. I'll put myself back the other way and then we'll figure out um we'll figure out the situation for the live for Wednesday to make it to where I'm not small. This is easier for me to read comments this way too. I might just need to use like my computer or something instead, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it situated. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and distress with the Sandstorm on the back side really quick. And it's not really even distressing, it's just a different color paint. But when you mix these two, I don't know why, but it works really well. It gives it a cool vintage look. Just doing light brushes of it. Okay. Give it a little dry. Another thing too is if you guys aren't clicked into my live, you're gonna only see me small. But if you click into my live, then I should be bigger. I should be. Should be is definitely the word though. Okay. See, look at it. I almost ended up with clear all over my floor. Okay. Let me grab the recipes I blew off the floor. Think I'm gonna do this white bread recipe. I'm gonna just tear the edge here. And we'll tear the top. Maybe. I just want to tear our title. There we go. It wasn't blurry on your end. Just going around the edge and kind of giving it a tattered look. And making a mess. See if we can get a little piece up and tear the rest of this down. There's a little more room to maneuver, but there's some big like chunks in here, so I'm kind of afraid. We're just gonna keep going like this. There's some chunky fibers in here, and they're big up here at the bottom. And so if we pull one of those and it rips, it can pull the whole fiber through the whole thing, and we'll definitely be up in our recipe that way. There's another fiber. See how big that is? All right. We got her. We got her. I need more than that. I'd probably get stuck in a plastic wrap or something and trip or fall or something. That's what would happen. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put this down. Part of it's my pots though too, you guys. So I get super dizzy when I stand up. And so like I run into walls a lot because my equilibrium is like off. And so I'm usually crashing into stuff, not on purpose. Okay. We got that down, and then we're gonna give this a nice little top coat. gonna bring out this yellow on this paper. I think this was actually like one of those old yellow writing pads. That's what it looks like. You know those office pads that have the yellow sheets on them? Hey Beth, how are you? Okay. Give this a good layer on here. Give this a try. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna do a little bit of distress ink on here. I need to get some clear wax around the edges. First, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do walnut. I don't know where my big pack is with my distressing inks. How are you doing, Beth? Sorry, my dogs are being obnoxious. She's saying, right? Yeah, she needs to go. Will you take her somewhere out or wherever she needs? Bonnie. She's trying. She's trying. Get a little more on this edge right here. Okay. Got that on there. You're hanging in there. I'm hanging in there too, Beth. It's Monday. It is Monday. Okay. You put my lid on my paints because you know that's what's next. And out of the way. Okay. So we have our little recipe on our board. We're gonna do a little rag bow and a tag. And then it will match our tea towel that we just made with our little recipes. I'll put them together so you can see what they look like. I think you guys are gonna like it. Okay, now I had some things picked out. I think I'm gonna do, I was hoping this one was the yellowish one, but it doesn't looks like more white, but that's okay. So we're just gonna tear off a few pieces. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Julia. We'll do 3 of this one. Pull off some of these. I don't like my stuff to be super stringy. So we're gonna pull off some of those. Okay, there's a few more strings we'll have to pull off too. So let's go ahead and cut this down. We'll do probably to here. We're gonna just estimate like we normally do. Okay, so I think we can cut this one then in a 3. So like so. And then I do want to do some of this little stripe. Look at that brown stripe. Isn't that cute? I have a ton of I have 7 rugs we haven't even opened. And then I have a whole huge box full of the rug scraps. I need to go get the rug scrap box. I think I'm gonna, like I said, I have to still go downstairs and do a bunch of unpacking so I can make like a stock room of craft supplies down there. So I can just grab what I need instead of having it all up here because my room is so much smaller. So my goal is to get some of that done this weekend. But I also have to pack for my trip because I leave on Tuesday to Dallas. So next week we'll be live today, Wednesday and Friday, and then Sunday in the subscriber group. And then next week I will be live on Monday. And then I won't be live on Wednesday or Friday next week unless it's something to do with the convention, which I will go live when I'm in Dallas. I just don't know what we'll be doing for that live yet. It'll be an adventure. Be an adventure live. And then I am home for 2 weeks. And then I go back to Dallas for 3 days only. So I should be fine. Should be fine. Bump. What are we bumping? What are we bumping? Ah, thanks, Carmen. Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy again. I'm just glad to crafting is my peace. And I've really missed being able to come and just craft and let my imagination go. And this is what calms me. And I haven't had this. And so I'm so glad to be back and being able to just come and create. It'd be one thing to take a break, but it's one other thing to not have any. You had to try from. Well, Julia, it works. I'm like, what are we bumping? What are we bumping? So I'm so glad to be back. Now I have to figure out my saw situation still, but I will be back sawing as well. But little baby steps. We're getting there. I'm able to at least craft something. So I'll take it. You guys, this little floral print is so stinking cute. I thought it would be really cute in this. I do need to cut these ends off though, because they're not part of the fabric. And I'm probably going to be cutting this bow down a lot because I tend to make them way too big and then go back and have to cut them down. That's okay. It's okay. There's a little end on there. Yeah, the bumpity bump works good. You're so funny. And I should have my bot still on Facebook. Everything should still be the same. We will be using the bot again a lot for different things. I should still have all my things on Facebook as well. Now, I got this beautiful ribbon. It's kind of like an eyelet ribbon. So we are going to use this one as well. Put a couple pieces on here. Might end up doing we'll do 3 of this one. And then we will do a couple shorter guys. And then we'll do a couple shorter guys of this one. We'll just cut that in half for like the center little doohickey. All right. I think that should be big enough. It's going to be enormous. It's going to be enormous. Okay. So we're just going to grab it. Pull it tight. Shake her up. Let's tie her on here, and then we can trim her up. Lost my other string. There it is. Okay. So we'll tie it on. Then we'll get her all trimmed up. Why haven't you done it until now? You're so funny. You crack me up. Bump works good. Because us creators, you know, when comments are flying, we don't see everything. And so it's really nice when somebody does, if there's something that you guys want us to see, if you bump it, we will try to stop and see what's going on. And you guys, you save all of your scraps because we can make bracelets out of them. We'll do more bracelets again. Just cutting this down. Not like a crazy bow. This is how I get all my scraps, is because I always make my bows too big. Then I get a bunch of awesome scraps. Okay, we're gonna go from that side. Choo, choo, choo. Okay. Let's find a cute little button to put in the center. All my buttons are downstairs, but you know what? I have these up here. I have a few. I think we should just do like the little country heart. And I didn't plug in. The glue gun is not plugged in, you guys. I don't know how fast that's going to heat up, but let's see. Let's see what else we got in here. We actually have like a, I don't know. Let me see. Do like a button stack. Let's see. We can do. Okay. Question. Should we do a button stack like that with the clear kind of button, or should we do with the wood button underneath, or should we do the fingers work, or should we do like the country little heart in there? Which one should we do? The heart or a little button stack? Hey, Diana. A button stack or the heart? Which one? Any suggestions? You like the heart? Okay. Heart, heart. All right, we'll do the heart. We'll do the heart on here. Come on. You see, I have glue. I don't know if that's gonna, I'm not really positive that's gonna. You guys, funny story. Temu, I ordered off Temu and I thought these were really big and they're like teeny tiny for just a little bit. Oh no, now we're tied. Big button with a heart on it. Heart, heart. Stack, stack. Okay, I need a tiebreaker. Somebody tiebreaker. We got a tiebreaker. This gives me a minute to finish this. Okay, got one hanging off there. We need to cut this little extra piece off. And you guys, you can do recipes on the other side. So you could do like a double recipe board if you wanted. You could do either or. Okay, my glue gun's going. Okay, did we get a tiebreaker? Stack or heart? Send me hearts if you want the heart, and send me thumbs up if you want the stack. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can see them. Okay. Heart, heart, stack, stack. Tie a pencil through it. That's a good idea too. That's a very good idea actually. Stack. Okay, we got 3 stacks, 2 hearts. Oh no, we got hearts. All right, the heart it is. The heart wins. Oh, I just lost the heart. This was like an exact tie, you guys. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what? Maybe we'll do both. We're going to do both. Since it was so close, we're going to do both of them. We're going to do the stack. I have an idea. Just thought about. As soon as I looked at this. We're going to do the stack. Got a few pieces that are still a little long. Got the stack. And we're going to do the heart over on this little side. Everybody's a winner. Everybody's a winner. All right. Here you have it. Look at the little heart on there. Isn't that cute? So there's our button stack. The little heart over there. I think that's sweet. let's trim this up just a little bit. Okay, so see if I can do it like this. So we have our recipe. I guess that's not going to work on my arm. We have our recipe tea towel. And then we have our little cutting board with our bow on it to go with our tea towel. Or if you wanted the mashup side, you can put it out like this, which would be super cute as well. Just really cute little keepsakes to keep those family recipes alive. I think they're super cute. And like I said, these are just like a towel. They're not hard. They are awesome. So that is all I got for you. Oh, you know what? Hold on. I did want to make a tag for this, but I actually think it looks good with just the heart. I was going to make a tag for this, but I think it looks good with just the heart. So that's what I have for you tonight, you guys. So I will see you guys on Wednesday. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 7:30 p.m. Central is going to be our go-to lives. And then Sundays at 7 p.m. in our private group. And then if we go shopping or thrifting, we'll do that on Saturdays, and I don't know what time. But that is planned. Oh, KK, I did one of the cutting boards tonight. Look at that. With an old recipe on it. So that's what I have for you, and we will be live on YouTube and Facebook from now on. So I'm glad to see you, Carmen. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We got some of our YouTube friends coming back. All right, you guys. Bye.